Країни НАТО самі створили наратив, що начебто закриття неба над Україною спровокує пряму агресію Росії проти НАТО.
Ukraine's president has attacked NATO leaders in a fiery speech over their refusal to implement a no-fly zone around the country. Speaking from Kyiv, Volodymyr Zelensky said the West's reluctance to intervene has given Russia a green light to continue bombarding towns and villages. NATO has argued that a no-fly zone will result in a confrontation with Moscow. But Mr. Zelensky said he disagrees that direct action could provoke Russia's direct aggression against NATO. In angry comments, he said the argument reflects the self-hypnosis of those who are weak, underconfident inside, and that Western reservations indicated that not everyone considers the struggle for freedom to be Europe's #1 goal. All the people who will die starting from this day will also die because of you. Because of your weakness, because of your disunity, a furious Mr. Zelensky added.
Це самогіпноз тих, хто слабкий, невпевнений, внутрішньо. Хоча може володіти зброєю у рази сильнішою, ніж є у нас. Ви повинні були думати про людей, про людяність. А про що ви думали на тому засіданні? Усі люди, які загинуть від цього дня, загинуть також і через вас. Через вашу слабкість, через вашу роз'єднаність. Усе, на що спромігся Альянс на сьогодні, це провести через систему своїх закупок 50 тонн диспа.
On Friday, NATO's Secretary General, Jens Stoltenberg, warned that the introduction of a no-fly zone could lead to a full-fledged war in Europe involving many more countries and causing much more human suffering.
We are not going to move into Ukraine, neither on the ground or in the Ukrainian airspace. And of course, the only way to implement a no-fly zone is to send NATO planes, fighter planes, into Ukrainian airspace and then impose that no-fly zone by shooting down Russian planes. And our assessment is that we understand the desperation, but we also believe that if we did that, we'll end up with something that could end in a full-fledged war in Europe, involving many more countries.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken also ruled out the introduction of a no-fly zone, but told that he is convinced Ukraine can win its war with Russia. I can't tell you how long it will take. But the idea that Russia can subjugate to its will 45 million people who are ardently fighting for their future and their freedom, that does not involve Russia having its thumb on Ukraine, that tells you a lot.
Ебучий случай. Завод взорвался.
As Russia's invasion of Ukraine enters the 10th day, Moscow's forces continue to heavily shell many cities. In the southeastern port city of Mariupol, the city's mayor has said that residents are under a blockade after days of ruthless attacks from Russian forces, which have seen power and water shut off to the city's strong population.
Осипенко, объездная.
In Kyiv, a massive convoy stretching out over 40 miles, 64 kilometers, remains stalled outside the city, but the Ukrainian capital has come under renewed assault, with explosions caused by intense shelling audible in the city center. There have also been unconfirmed reports of fresh fighting on Saturday in the northeastern city of Sumy, and of rocket attacks on the train station in Ukraine's second city, Kharkiv, above a metro station where city residents are sheltering from shelling, and in the northern city of Chernihiv. And the U.S. ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, has warned that Russian troops have advanced within 20 miles, 32 kilometers, of Ukraine's second biggest nuclear facility. Her comments follow Friday's attack on the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, which she said reflected a dangerous new escalation in Russia's invasion. Moscow's ambassador, Vasily Nebenzia, dismissed reports that Russian troops attacked the plant as lies and disinformation. Meanwhile, in Russia, a new law signed by President Vladimir Putin that would impose prison terms of up to 15 years on people charged with spreading fake news about the war in Ukraine has seen several Western media outlets suspend operations in the country